So you kind of ride it like a snowboard. There are a lot of people out here today. It's actually the most amount of people that I've seen out here, like anytime that I've been out here recently. It makes sense because it's like super nice weather outside. All that hissing, that's all the mud and all the water splashing up on the fender. Okay, that was awesome. How's it going, folks? Mark Moody here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Vlog. And today I decided to head back out here on the NCR trail. Haven't been out here for a good old ride on the Onewheel in quite a bit. One of the things that I have recently added to my handy dandy Onewheel. Hey doggy, how you doing? Hi. Wanna come say hi?
I want to be on camera.
Hi. So one of the most recent additions to my favorite, absolute most favorite toy that I have, the Onewheel XR, has been this handy dandy blue Fender. Now I got this thing just the other day, and I've been taking the Onewheel out for a spin, mostly around the street, around the neighborhood, in the backyard, here and there. Haven't really taken it anywhere else with the new Fender on it lately. So after riding with the Fender on it for a couple of days now, I do have a couple of reasons and a couple of pointers as to why I think that a Fender is probably a good move and probably a good purchase for your Onewheel. I was so close. So close. We're gonna try that again. So the number one pro, in my opinion, of having a Fender for your Onewheel, whether it be a Pint or for the XR, is it protects you from water. Now, it will not make your Onewheel waterproof, but what it will do is it will better protect your legs, more so the inside of your legs, from water splashing up on them. Let's say if you're riding either in a little bit of rainy conditions, or if the road is wet, or if you're out riding on a trail and the trail is wet and there's mud, the Fender basically protects your legs from getting soaked or getting caked in mud. It prevents stuff from splashing up onto you and getting your clothes dirty. I remember one of the very first times that I ever took the Onewheel out to Marshy Point, and I rode it like 2 days after we had a major rainstorm, and I pretty much soaked a good pair of pants that morning. So in a way, the Fender sort of acts like a rain guard for your legs. Other thing that this Fender here helps protect you against is from something that I like to call board dunes, and that basically happens whenever you're riding over sand or dirt or any kind of, I guess, loose substrate on the ground, on a trail maybe, or even on the sidewalk, or maybe even on asphalt on the road, and you tend to pick up a bunch of little particulates. You tend to pick up a bunch of little rocks or stones, little bits of sand even, and they begin to build up on the opposite sides of the board where your feet would be. What I've noticed every time that I go on either the NCR trail, or I'm out over riding at the beach at Loch Raven, or even when I'm out in Marshy Point and I'm riding over some of those trails where there is sand and dirt and things like that, I tend to develop dunes of sand about yay high sometimes on the board. Kind of annoying, because then stuff will get up in your shoe or in your sock, and it's just not 100% pleasant, to be honest. So what the Fender basically does is, in addition to it being a rain guard and it protects your feet from getting wet, is it also prevents from all that stuff kind of building up by your feet. Now, you may also think that it would cause a lot of it to build up underneath of the Fender, which I won't sugarcoat it. It doesn't always protect from that. So it won't always prevent from things like that from being built up. Like here underneath, there is a little bit of mud and there is a little bit of this clay here that has started to build up here, but it's not a problem for the Onewheel. You see, this thing is designed to a certain way where it still allows flow for materials and whatnot to kind of pass through. It's not going to jam up your board, and it's not going to prevent your wheel from going. But still, after any and every ride, whenever you go out to a place like a trail or anything like that where stuff could kind of build up, you should always clean out the Fender afterwards. Okay, so reason number 3 is pretty simple. Essentially, the footprint of the Fender itself. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing super bulbous. Sure, it is pretty easily noticeable because it just covers up the black tire underneath. And obviously this thing comes in lots of colors and whatnot, but the colors and whatever else set aside, it's the fact that this attachment fits so well onto the product that it's almost like it's not even there. And that's something that I really, really like about this. It's not like a flasher, you put it on your camera and it sticks up over the top. It's not like propeller guards that you put on your drone and it makes it infinitely bulbous. And really, when you put this thing on, it's almost like it's meant to be on here, which is really, really nice. Now, I haven't tried out a pint yet, and I haven't tried out a pint with a Fender. I think that Onewheel as a company is very interesting in the sense that they have created something that you can customize and basically rig out to a point where it's the same size as it always has been. Like, you could change the guards, you could change the bumpers, you could change the fender. Regardless of how much you customize your board, it's always gonna be the same size, the same shape. It's not gonna be anything different than when you bought it. Now, with the added protection from water and from debris and stuff splashing up on you, that is a plus, for sure. But the fact that putting the Fender on here, and with it really not changing the board at all, makes that a huge plus for having one of these things. So I think that pretty much concludes the sales pitch here for the video. I was not sponsored by Onewheel or paid by them to make this video. However, Onewheel, if you happen to stumble across this video while you're looking through the YouTubes one day, I would love to come out and work for you guys, but I did not make this video looking for a job. I wanted to make it simply because I've been wanting to get a Fender for the Onewheel for a couple months now for those particular reasons, and I'm delighted to say that those reasons are all true. Having the Onewheel, riding on it, learning it has been a great addition to the vlog. It's probably been one of my favorite parts of the year so far, and with the year coming to the close, I wanted to make at least 1 or 2 more Onewheel videos here during our last week. So here we are with another Onewheel video. So with that all being said, folks, that is it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.